guys will need your bag that says LED. And when you open up the bag, you will notice that you have some string, a needle, a clamp, 2 LED lights, 2 coin batteries, and 2 pieces of felt and 1 switch. So the first thing I want you to do is to take out the switch. And you should notice that the switch has 2 prongs on it. I'm sorry, 2 wires. 2 wires. The red wire and the black wire. The first thing that I want you to do is to get your coin batteries and open up the switch holder. Notice inside of the switch holder, there are some little symbols. I'd like for you to look at those symbols and look at your battery, and you're going to match the symbols. So on the battery, there is a side that's bumpy, and then there's a side that's smooth. When I look at the smooth side, I notice there is a plus sign. That means positive. So I'm going to look inside of my switch and find the plus positive and put that side face down. And then I'm going to look at my switch and notice that the other place for a battery has a negative sign. And I'm going to put the bumpy side of the coin battery on that. And close your switch, okay? Now, I want you to take your LED light and notice there are prongs on your LED light. A long prong, that will mean something, and a short prong, that will mean something. You can also tell the prongs apart because one is almost a cylinder shape and it is smooth around, and one is flat. So take your switch wires and put them on each side of the battery. First, you need to turn your switch on so the power can flow. Put them on each side of the battery and see how the battery lights up. And then you'll notice which wire is the positive side and which wire is the negative side. So when I look at my LED light, the long prong is positive, the short prong is negative. Long prong positive, short prong negative. When I place the black wire on the long side and the short wire on the negative side, when I place the black wire on the long side and the red wire on the short side, nothing happens. If I switch that and put the black wire on the negative prong and put the positive wire on the positive prong, my LED light lights up, okay? It's going to be very important. In wiring, the red wire is your positive wire. The black wire is your negative wire. Red needs to wrap around the positive prong. Black needs to wrap around the negative prong. Go ahead and turn your switch off so you don't waste your battery. Now, what you are going to do is thread your needle. Take the short piece of felt and place it on. This is going to be what's going to hold your LED light, and you're going to sew on the clasp to that to make your bracelet. So take your 2 pieces of felt and you are going to sew around the perimeter. Remember, perimeter means walking around the outside of 3 sides. So I'm going to sew, like this. Sew around 3 sides. Then you can take your battery holder, slide it inside. Decide where you want your LED light to go and push the prongs through the felt. And you're going to open them up just a little bit so you can wrap that wire around it. Remember, the long prong is positive. It needs to touch the red wire. The short prong is negative. It needs to touch the black wire. There's just a little bit of the wire sticking up. So what you can do is if you have some scissors, you can very gently cut this plastic coating that's around the wire. That is an insulator so that electricity doesn't flow all the way through it. So we can cut some of this black and red insulation off so more of your wire is exposed, and then it's easier for you to wrap the wire around the prong. So you can do that for the black wire and the red wire. Cut it a little bit and very gently cut that coating off of it. So wrap it around. Then you're going to stick the battery holder inside of the little pouch, wire it, and then you'll flip your switch to turn it on. Then you will sew your snaps. One side of the snap goes on one side of your bracelet, and the other snap will go on the other side. Your snaps are together, so you'll need to very gently pull it apart, and you'll see the two snaps. If you have any trouble or you need some more assistance, you can come in and I can help you with your LED light up bracelet. Don't forget to fill in your book. And if you need any assistance again, come in and let me know and I can help you.